Hello again, Grand Rising. I just wanted to come on here because I was getting my pear. As I'm spitting food out. I know. I can hear you already. How rude. How dare you eat on camera? I'll put it down then. Okay? Because I'm hungry. My tummy hurts. So, as I was preparing, getting my hair, washing it, and brushing my hair. Like, you should at least brush your hair. Totally went to the drive-through store and got, yes, I know, cigarettes again. I know. It's a drive-through, so I wore the robe and everything, brought the dog, my grand dog. I have 2 grand dogs, but I'm always with this one, Scotty Too Hottie, I call him. When you opened your eyes and you sat up in bed and you said, thank you, did you put the intention out there that this is going to be the most magnificent day? And how can I be a blessing to someone today? Including myself. You know, saying thank you is a blessing in itself for you and all the world. Because if we're energy and you admit that thank you, gratitude energy, we all receive that. You know, on Wednesday, we did that World Wednesday. And that was for the people, the inhabitants and the world. But, you know, this week is our letting go. So, anytime you think of it, do your ball. Do your energy. You don't even have to do the ball. Just sit there and from your heart center, send healing to the earth, the water, all the pollution, the grass, everything. You know, where's the bees? I almost killed a bee yesterday. It kept coming at me. Or the other day. I don't remember when it was. I know my shirt's not matching my pants. I should put on my dark blue shirt. But I'm just going to be kicking it in the house. I don't think I'm going to go get any coffee or anything, but tapping. Oh, when you see this video, your thymus, let's go ahead and tap that gently. Did 33 times. And, you know, we can do our other tapping. Today, I allow love in. Or whatever. I don't want to get into a whole tapping series, but I don't want to say allow love in. We need to let it out. Because, thank you, Father, I was hearing, you know, the fruits, the things that we have, right? They talk about, so the 7 deadly sins just popped in my head. And then what is it? The 7 virtues. So we have 7 chakras in our body system. And then we have some above us and below us, right? But the 7 chakras in our body system, right, are energy centers. You know, there's an angel assigned to the virtues, and there's a demon spirit, the spirit of the, what's a cute little baby one? Little moth, I guess. I don't know. The spirit of, you know, the 7 deadly sins or whatever they call them. Sloth, greed, vanity, you know, lust, all those things. So it's interesting how it's all 7. This is a side note. I had no idea this was coming up. But 7. So our 7 aura. 7. Our gosh, 7 auras. Okay, I was thinking rainbows and auras came out. Don't worry. Just for today, I am happy. Just for today, I am at peace. Just for today, I do my work honestly. Just for today, I am grateful for all my blessings. There's a beautiful monarch butterfly. Just for today, I am kind to every living thing. Hang on a sec, I gotta let the dog in. I had to take a bite of my pear. So what is your plan for this Friday, right? For this Frequency Friday? I would love to hear in the comments if you've seen my videos. I encourage you to possibly check them out, starting with the Mudra Monday, the Tapping Tuesday, the World Wednesday, and the Thankful Thursday. But if you've utilized anything, maybe you say thank you. I mean, that's the most important thing, is thank you. Dang it. Every time I move to grab it to show you my hummingbird. Not mine, but it flies away. So, frequencies is the focus for today. This is coming to me. So when, okay, I'm going to go to something else and allow that to come back. Rife frequency, it's R-I-F-E. It's sound frequencies. Now, if you have an oscillator, it would probably work better. But, so each, a dis-ease in things in our body, everything vibrates at a certain frequency. It has its own vibration and it has its own frequency. So, I think his name is Raymond Rife, found these different frequencies that like eradicate things, you know. I mean, there's a frequency for just about everything. And thank you. Hi, Louise Hayes. Says, well, you can heal your life because dis-ease in the body also is associated with a thought pattern. But what if we were to get rid of all the old paradigms? I'm not saying affirmations, all that. Just hear me out for a second. Get rid of the old paradigm and focus on what we do want instead of having our focus on all the things we don't want. The trying to be this, the trying to come to God, and then just be it. Well, how do you do that? Everyone might have their own way, but what worked for me, what is working for me, what I'm utilizing now, what I'm being shown and told is thank you. Say thank you to your food. Envision your body healing. It's repeated in your head. Because just like the water, we're mostly water. Our food has water in it. Thank you. Just that vibration makes it beautiful. If they were to, they have captured using certain photography. I don't know what it is, but a single water molecule. So hummingbird. The water molecule is beautiful, like a snowflake. It's so pretty when it's on the frequency of thank you and love and kindness and compassion. Love encompasses all of that. Glad you got to see my hummingbird. Nature, baby. Getting outside. It's beautiful, vibrating with the frequency of Mother Earth, barefoot. So thank you. You know, I said first thing in the morning when you open your eyes, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe when you sit up or you come out of your sleep, you open your eyes, maybe close them and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And then when you open them, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my beautiful house. Thank you for my beautiful husband. I mean, my wife. Beautiful husband. Maybe your husband is beautiful. You know, thank you for my partner. Thank you for my dog. Thank you for my cat, my bird, you know, my snake, whatever. Thank you. Thank you that I have a job to go to. Thank you that I have food on the table. Just thank you. Whatever you can think of, whatever comes to mind, and do that throughout your day. Especially if you're having a bad day. You can tap it out. Be like, oh, I release all of this. You know? Play with yourself. Oh, not like that. Come on now. Play with different things. Rub your body. Be mindful when you wash yourself and when you put oils on. Hopefully you make your own. Olive oil, coconut oil, sesame oil. When you rub it on your body, know that when you're rubbing your body, you're loosening up and all the stagnant stuff in your body, like in your certain areas, your lymph nodes, but just opening and breaking everything up and getting blood circulating and being mindful that, oh, thank you, I'm nourishing my body. Because when you put olive oil and stuff on your body, your skin is the largest organ you have. And I don't know, I heard this, read this, or whatever years and years and years ago that 60%, I don't know how true this is, I haven't done the research, maybe you can, and let me know if I'm wrong. I'm okay with that, totally. But what I had heard before was whatever you put on your skin, it absorbs into our body, 60% of that, so be mindful. The sun's rays, you need the vitamin D. This is the vitamin D you need from the sun, not just that other D, ladies. I know it's been a long time. For those of us on a celibate journey, waiting for our kingdom spouse to come in. Because don't we deserve that? We're not going to give away our energy to somebody who just wants to poke and run, right? We're worth more than that. And our future spouse, kingdom spouse, our divine partner, definitely deserves that. But it's a self-respect thing, and especially if you're on a spiritual quest, a spiritual journey, just a journey in life. I mean, I say these things, but yeah, I was one of those women that was out there punishing myself, hurting myself at every chance I got, sabotaging. I was my own worst nightmare. I mean, I didn't need any enemies because I was my own enemy. Sometimes you just have to ask yourself, well, why don't you do the steps to heal yourself and do the steps to eat properly, do that? Why wouldn't you? That's loving yourself. I gotta let the dog out. That's honoring yourself and loving yourself, setting up boundaries. And then just going about our day, focusing, noticing the things that come up and seeing what they are, asking questions, asking yourself questions, especially if you're an empath, somebody who picks up on energy, who feels it, who takes it on. I'm learning about all this stuff. I don't come from a place that often anymore. Not like I used to be. Used to be a struggle for me. Okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, so my mind doesn't just run rampant, you know. A focus on something, staying focused on just what is around you, beauty and love. That's its nature. We get into a human and it's foreign to its nature. And then we get around all these things and people and we're like, this is foreign to its nature. What do I mean by its nature? What you are inside. If they were to take your consciousness and put it into an actual robot body, you would flip out because it's foreign to its nature. The soul was used to going into flesh and bone. I mean, and then you remember yourself flesh and bone. I don't know why I'm going on that. It must have something to do with something Replicas. That movie Replicas. I think that's what that was in. But where your attention goes, your energy flows, and you're creating your future by the things you think about, right? So we're trying to, God's doing a work in me, and we're trying to get the message out, changing my old paradigm, changing my programming, and getting to the new programming and the new way of living and being, because for so long we were this way and now we're this way, and we're integrating and getting used to that, and it's freaking fabulous. When things come up, I want to look at it. Why is this coming up? And when things come to me and it shows me the effed up way I'm being, or the hypocrisy, any of it, the contraindication, the contradicting oneself, you know what I mean? Just, it comes up, I shoot the video because, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I will never know everything. I know what I need to know. Jack of all trades, master of enough. Jack of all trades, master of enough. See, I can't really see myself, so when I look down, I'm like, wow, I look good, but I don't have glasses on. And it's sunshine, and I can't really see it. It's fabulous. But I do have something up here in the corner I have paused I was listening to, but just wanted to come out here and say, you know what? You're beautiful just the way you are. God made you, so you have to be special. You wouldn't be here. You have a part to play, but you wouldn't be here. But remember, it's an inside job. You can't go to, somebody else can't give you that relationship with your inner self, with the God that resides in you. The spark that makes you live, that animates your human. But isn't it kind of interesting that we are electricity and we are energy? So are we not a robot in a sense? Our brain and our nerves and everything, that's circuitry. That's very interesting to come up. But I'm going to eat my pear now. Peace out, homies. And namaste on this path. In case you haven't seen it, do this when you're sitting down. Just do that or do this. Find a hand mudra. Look up hand mudras. If you want certain chakras, do that. And there's sounds for each chakra, and we'll go over that on Sound Saturday possibly, or I might put that in with frequency. No, I might keep those two different. I don't know. We just don't know what we're going to do yet. It's still Friyay. Anyway, I love you, love you, love you. God loves you. Jesus came, and many before and will be after that speak this, that God speaks through, speaks to. Jesus was a master teacher. Jesus was a yogi. Jesus knew how everything worked. He healed with his hands, with just touching him, because it was their faith and it was their faith that healed them. And they wanted it so bad, and they believed so much. And many denied. They didn't want to. I'm getting the Pharisees and stuff, because who is this person walking around hanging out with all these hoodlums? My own words, right? But the law stated, the law of Moses and the law and Abraham and the law and the law and the law. And Jesus just came to say, hey, the laws are the same, but I'm going to add to them. Yes, don't commit adultery or whatever. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is the one that's come to mind. Don't do that. But don't even look upon your neighbor's wife with lust in your heart. So Jesus said, keep your laws. We're going to add on to it. But I'm also going to give you something else. Love. You want to show, you want to bring people to God. You want to bring people to peace within themselves. You want to bring people to God and Jesus. Don't browbeat them to death with words and all these things that you can't even follow yourself. But show it. Be it. What did Jesus do? He was walking what he spoke. Walking the talk. So you want to be more like God. You want to be more like Jesus. And you want all this bullshit of sadness and worry and all of that to go away. Focus on love. Focus on service. What can you do? You drive by homeless people. Have you ever got that feeling you wanted to stop and say, hey, what needs could we give you to help you? Winter's coming here, soon. It's going to start getting cold. What things do we think of that they could use? I don't know. Maybe they have places where they all set up and they go, maybe they could use a little camping stove, a bowl, a plate, or something. I mean, the only way to know is to get out and talk to the people. Just don't throw them crumbs every once in a while. If you want to help them, you can't just hand them a fish, right? You got to teach them to fish. We got to help. We got to find out what the needs are and talk to them. Yeah, some are on drugs, some are on alcohol. Have you ever lived on the street? I mean, half of us are all effed up on all kinds of stuff. I went to the doctor and I've taken all kinds of pain pills, but I am not a drug addict. But I've got to have my pills. You're a drug addict. Oh, I'm sorry. A doctor gave it to you, so you're different now all of a sudden. I don't do those hard drugs. I only do cocaine. What? Hello? I'm just a meth user. I don't do that fucking heroin. Oh, excuse my language. Shut up, people. Please. I love you, but just please stop. Before you point the finger at someone else, why don't you look in the mirror, turn that finger and point it back at you. You cast that stone if you've never done that in your life. If you don't have any kind of addiction to porn or anything like that. Food. Watching hummingbirds. This is all a side note, so I'm just giving it, receiving it, and speaking it. I love to be reprimanded by God. Because if I'm not shown these things that I can't see in myself, how will I ever change them? Then it's being accepting of it. Yeah, you are. Uh-oh. Might have ran out. Oh, I got an incoming call. Bye.